Hello guys, so I'm now going to have my lunch, and firstly I would like to thank all of you who have subscribed my channel and put some comment. Alright, let's start my lunch. Thank you. Radish. I have chili as well. This one is very spicy one. Yesterday I got the other one, the red one. It wasn't that spicy. So this one of my roommate got this one. This one is pretty spicy. I love it. I put some chili in this one as well. The mix.
I just want to let you know this came in just moments before the top of the hour. The Milwaukee County judge that we're talking about, Dugan, filed a motion.
So usually what I do, I go with the salad first. Yeah, I watched many videos in YouTube. They say you should have right order to eat your food. So salad, and then protein, fat, and you go for carbs. So usually I do that way. And yeah, first I go for salad. Salad and veggies are okay actually. Yeah, they say it's not a good thing to use phone during your meal, but you know, we are so onto the phone, so yeah. Yeah, I like onion as well. I mean raw onion. Yeah, cooked one as well I don't mind, but raw onion gives more taste. Spicy, but cannot say like very spicy again, you know. It's hard to find the spicy one. So what happens is, like, you go to market, you see like very beautiful chili, you buy them, open its spicy one, it turned out to be not spicy. So what can you do? Happens a lot. But sometimes you really get the good one, like really spicy one. Cucumber, I like cucumber, you know, too much. And since English is not my first language, sometimes I struggle to explain the things that I really want to, so please forgive me for that one, but I'm trying my best to explain. I can speak some Hindi. I understand Hindi, Indian language. Huh? Not so spicy.
Does she have a leg to stand on there?
I don't see how that dog will.
This is tasty. So I bought this air fryer from China, so most of the vegetable. What I would like to do is, like, I just chop it and put them in the air fryer and set the timer for 20 minutes. Yeah, let's say after 10 minutes you take out and then you just move a bit and then put it back. So in 20 minutes it will be ready. It's good to go already. That's nice.
In her trunk of her car? Could she have driven her out of the courthouse? Could she have misdirected state officers? When exactly does she stop being a judge when she's helping?
She's got a high profile defense team, we know that, Jonathan. It includes the U.S. Solicitor General Paul Sutton.
Yeah, just now one of my friend asked me what am I doing, so I'm just gonna send the picture. I don't wanna explain. Sorry.
Her attorneys also, and I'll finish off with this, arguing the government's prosecution of Dugan is virtually unprecedented and entirely it violates the 10th Amendment and fundamental principles of federalism. This is just part of what we are learning at this moment, and is something we'll watch.
I don't know what you call in English for this one, but in Nepal we call it sag. Most of the thing we call it sag, actually, like this kind of leaf vegetable. Yeah, I don't know.
Breaking. News. President Trump just spoke to Fox News while he's on Air Force One in a stunning interview. Also, Ro Khanna stumbles over his words when he's confronted over the Biden scandal, and the co-founder of Ben & Jerry's has been arrested.
If you take a look at the pharmaceutical and drug cuts, they're so massive that I think a lot of Democrats have to vote for the bill, number one. Number two, even if there was
This
no
one.
such thing as these, 50 or 90%
Tomato,
cuts,
cucumber, some
I mean, think
corn,
of it. We're
onion,
buying-
carrot,
selling drugs
green
in other
peas.
countries
Yeah,
for
I just
5
mix up
times more than
everything
it costs in the
and add
United
some
States. How
Himalayan
horrible
pink
that is.
salt
Anyway, but that's
and some
gonna be a thing of the past.
clarified butter.
Cancer drugs.
Clarified butter you can easily find in India or in Nepal. Actually, it is very famous source of oil. It's very healthy. Yeah, it's from the cow milk, so it's good.
Were getting themselves fixed up or not getting fixed up. Either way, and still they were going bankrupt all over the place because they couldn't afford the drugs. But if they lived in a different country, they would have paid just a fraction. Think of how horrible that is. Anyway, so I fixed that. Nobody thought it was fixable, and I fixed it.
It's partially fixed because it requires Congress to actually vote.
And this is protein shake. So this one is like, I think, chocolate flavor. Yeah. So I take 2 scoops of protein every day. So this morning, actually, usually I go for half a scoop, and then with the lunch half, and after dinner I would usually go for 1 scoop. So I go for 2 scoops. But today what happened is like I forgot to take protein this morning. So yeah. Now I'm taking full scoop. It's healthy. Since I'm vegetarian, yeah, I have to intake more protein from this kind of thing. But I eat eggs. I'm really used to this kind of very simple food. Yeah, like very simple, not too much spices. It's a little bit spicy from chili, but other kind of like spices I don't really add. Yeah. But when I'm at work, I bring some eggs and those things, but usually I would go for food from my workplace, but still I choose to eat very simple and plain one there as well. Yeah, this is homemade yogurt. So what I do, I make yogurt from the skimmed milk. Yeah, and then I would go for like 1 cup a day, but sometimes I don't even take yogurt. So I just, if I feel like okay I should go for it, so I just go for it. If I don't feel like, oh no, it's all okay, I have enough food, I don't, yeah. And whoever come across my channel, and if you happen to watch my video, don't forget to follow me. I might be making different kind of different videos about Macau, those kind of things, about the life. Yeah, I might not be talking about the political things and like religion, those things. Yeah, but other than random things. I really feel like I'm already full, you know.
I'm not going to go into the church and play a song that supports same-sex marriage or abortion or all of these things, because we consider all of those activities to be sinful. The question that I have is, where do we draw the line?
I never bought camera before in my life. The thing is, I don't really take photo and video before. So this is the first time I bought the camera. It's a 365. It's 5. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Yeah. But I'm still trying to learn how to edit the video and those things. Sometimes I get bored trying to learn things. But yeah, so far so good. Still going okay.
Hard R or the soft A is still the same. It's unacceptable.
That to me is where it all gets very tricky.
Anybody who donates money to her is like donating money to the Ku Klux Klan. She called a 5-year-old child the
Right now I'm watching this Piers Morgan.
Well, later we'll debate the outrage over Ye's new single Heil Hitler, and these definitely fall out from our panel on Shiloh Hendricks. But we begin with the remarkable and chaotic opening in his sex trafficking trial in Manhattan. Jesse Weber is an attorney, an anchor at Law and Crime, and a News Nation contributor. Jesse, great to have you on Uncensored. Many thanks. This is an extraordinary
Thank you
case.
so much for having me. I'm a big fan of yours.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's an amazing case in many ways, this. We're now into day 2, which makes it a critical day in many ways, because Diddy's long-term ex-girlfriend, Sandra Ventura, known as Cassie, we all saw in that gruesome video in the hotel corridor where he attacked her. She'll be up on the stand, and I would imagine that her testimony
in Nepal,
and the
we use our
cross-examination
hand to eat.
could well end up being
It gives you different taste. But now it's been a long time that
I
I'm
would
here.
say this case
So I'm used to
falls with her testimony. Remember,
eating with
we
this
wouldn't
spoon,
have
so yeah.
criminal charges if it wasn't for Ventura filing her lawsuit in November of 2023. She was always victim number 1 in this case. She was made up 80% of the opening statement yesterday. And if you're talking about a case of racketeering, if you're talking about a case of sex trafficking, if you're in prosecution and you are saying that all of these alleged victims were not willing participants, that they were coerced, it all comes down to her testimony. And I will tell you, Piers, it may be difficult. It may be difficult. Because what did we hear yesterday? We heard that she allegedly paid for sex work, that she was a part of it, that she dressed up, that she sent text messages. She's going to have to explain that every one of those instances, she felt the threat of Sean Combs, that she did this against her will,
I don't
and will the
disagree.
jury believe it? Now, she's in an interesting position.
Very
She's, what,
tasty.
8.5, 9 months pregnant?
Maybe it's
Defense
because I'm used to.
cross-examining her, alleged
I know
victim who's in this state.
the
It'll be
food that
interesting
I
to say
eat.
the least.
Normally, if the people have to eat for like 2-3 days, yeah, they don't eat, I think, because they have different tastes.
Obviously, everyone's seen the video of his attack on
But
her when she
I've been
was
eating like this for so long, maybe 5-6 years or maybe more.
The charges they
So I
throw
get
at
like
him,
taste,
racketeering,
you know.
conspiracy,
I don't really eat
sex trafficking by
for the
force,
taste.
fraud,
I eat to
coercion, the transportation
fill up my
of
tummy
Ventura in commercial
for the
sex
energy.
workers with the intent to engage in prostitution. Like you say, it's going to get a bit messy this, because I imagine what the defence will say is, well, A, she was with him a long time, right? And this was all coercion. This was all against her wishes. Why was she with him so long? Why are these, the stuff you just detailed, which appears to suggest that she was going along with some of it at least? It's going to get, I think, quite messy here, isn't it?
You hit the nail on the head. I said this for the last 24
This one I made
hours.
it yesterday,
To me,
actually.
in the
So I
prosecution's opening
just
statement,
kept
it
it
exposed a weakness
in
their
the fridge
case.
so I can
They
eat
spent
today.
so much time trying to tell this jury
I
why
still
this
have
is a crime, why this is racketeering,
small
why
portion
this
of
is
this
sex
one
trafficking. It's not a garden variety case like
left
we've seen
over
in
in
the
the fridge.
past. And
So I might
think
be
that
eating
becomes
that
a
one too.
difficulty for the prosecution trying to explain
not tonight, in
what
the evening.
Sean Combs allegedly did, how this was a criminal pattern, and who was working with him. Remember, the prosecution said it's not that he just did it alone, he had people who were helping him. And Cassandra Ventura is in this position where she is going to have to say, the video of her reportedly getting beaten up by Sean Combs, she was running away, not just because of a domestic spat, because she was running away from another sex worker, a sex trafficking operation. And it all comes down to her credibility. And that's what makes this, as you said, a thorny issue, but a very legally tenuous issue. Because the defense said, domestic violence, our client committed it. Yep, he's not a great guy. What he did in that video is indefensible, but it's not sex trafficking. It's not racketeering. One of the things, by the way, for racketeering conspiracies, the prosecution has to prove at least
So usually
two
when I
underlying
eat at
crimes:
home,
kidnapping, arson, drug trafficking.
I make
The defense yesterday went through
scramble
each
egg or
and said
omelette, something
this was
like that.
drugs for
But today I
personal
decided
use.
to boil
This
the
was,
egg and eat like
not
this
forced
because
labor. Everybody works
yeah,
hard. This was not
before
arson. I will tell you though.
lunch I did some
Piers,
exercise.
where I think the defense will have some
I did some
trouble
deadlift
is
and
the
then some crunches,
transportation
those
to
things.
engage
So
in
yeah, it
prostitution.
was
It's in the
already
name,
getting late. So I was
transporting
like,
people
no,
for
not getting
purposes of
late to
sex
go
work.
to work, but
Yesterday,
like
the
I don't
opening
want to
said
eat very
he was
late.
paying these individuals
Otherwise,
for
I
their
might
time and
end up
experience.
eating late at the evening,
That
which is
one
not
might
so
be a little
healthy,
bit of a tough sell for a
according to
jury
some
to
of the
believe.
Yeah, I think that's right.
people
Do we
in
know yet
YouTube.
if he's
So
gonna
yeah,
take
I
the
try
stand?
myself to eat a little bit.
We
I try
don't.
myself.
And it's his
Yeah.
decision alone. It worked for him quite well over 20 years ago when he was in the nightclub shooting case. This is a remarkably different case. Every legal analyst will tell you, particularly in this kind of case, he shouldn't take the stand because he will be cross-examined about so many different details. And by the way, he got himself in his own legal trouble when he spoke out. He released that Instagram video apologizing for the 2016
I eat
video.
around 10
He
eggs.
essentially not only
in a day.
admitted it was him, but
So
he
5 with
forfeited any
egg
opportunity
yolk
to say that tape
and
was
5
altered, or it's
on
not
the egg
him,
white.
or it doesn't report
So afternoon and morning,
his own words got him
I
in
go
trouble
with
and hated him
whole
in
egg,
court. I can only imagine
and
what would happen if he takes the stand.
in my
Then
dinner
again,
I
he
just
may
eat
feel
egg
he's going
white.
to
So I boil the egg,
tell his story.
Right.
I remove the egg
And,
yolk
when
from
it's
the
a
egg,
jury
and I
and
just
it's
eat
a big
egg white.
celebrity, you just never know, right? You never know why the jury will go. What's interesting is the jury is split 8 men and 4 women. All we know about them is that they're in there from their 30s to their 70s. They won't be sequestered to have to shield themselves.
Now at the
from
end,
media
it's time for rice.
about the case. But
I don't eat
any
rice that much
significance to
again.
you in the fact that
Yeah,
there are going to be
I'm really
twice as many
conscious.
men as there are women there?
So when I eat rice, I make sure I eat rice at the end.
All walks of life.
Try to finish everything, and then I go for rice.
Of New York, I think that's a benefit potentially for the defense. On its surface, you can say, well, more men, maybe that's more people will understand Sean Combs, but why? I'll tell you, Piers, I was in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard courtroom for 6 weeks, and we made our own conclusions about what the jury was thinking, what they were seeing, and what the makeup was. Talk about celebrity testimony. That case was won by Johnny Depp because of how he did on the stand. So you wonder if during the course of this trial, Sean Combs is keeping a very careful eye on that jury, what they may be responding to, and he may make a game-time decision to take the stand and feel he has an opportunity to speak from it. Because during 8 weeks, you're getting a sense of the jury in a way. But at this point,
You can
too
even
early to
put
tell what they might be thinking.
You got actually
Yesterday was testimony from a male stripper,
we
Daniel
like this in
Phillips.
Nepal.
He testified
So
that he would repeatedly beat the couple.
the rice, you mix it up.
And Diddy. And that he would have
Eat.
sex with Cassie while Diddy
Wow.
was in the
So
corner of
much.
the room and masturbating. Again, what is the significance of that, you think, to a jury's ear?
So he is actually a pivotal witness because if he's saying I witnessed Sean Combs directing these sexual episodes, he testified he thought he heard Sean Combs slapping Sandra Ventura. He testified that he saw him drag him, and he saw Combs dragging her. That all goes to force, fraud, coercion, elements you need for sex trafficking. And sex trafficking, by the way, is one of the underlying crimes of racketeering. Now, on the other hand, what did he also testify to? He was paid by Sandra Ventura. She was texting him. This
This is it.
cross-examination
So
about
I'm not
whether or
gonna
not
eat the whole
she
rice.
enjoyed the experiences and how much did she take the lead in these experiences. Because it comes to question whether or not Sandra Ventura,
This one
and I
is
hate to put
yogurt.
it this way, but the only way I can put it, was she a victim?
Okay, this is
or
it
was
for
she a
today.
partner in what was
So
going on?
if
This
by
may
any
be
chance
very
if you
odd.
come
Sexual
across my
escapade,
video
was it a crime becomes the question. for the
and
jury
if
to
you
then
follow
consider.
me,
Yeah, really
if
interesting.
you put some
It's gonna take
comment,
about 8
that
weeks.
would be
Is that right?
appreciated. And if you put some comment,
8
like
weeks.
whatever it
Look,
is,
it's a long
I don't
trial.
mind.
There could always be
Yeah, and
delays.
I
You
always
don't have
expect
6 alternates, 6
people
alternate
comment in my
jurors for a
video
reason.
and then
There's always something
they
that can
suggest me
happen.
how can I
Don't
improve my
listen to me. Look,
video.
I'll tell you right now.
Right,
Sandra
so
Ventura,
yeah, this is it for
8.5,
now.
9 weeks pregnant. You wonder,
Bye-bye.
is that one of the reasons?